Representative Armagost.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I too come to this issue with both personal and professional experience. My professional experience working in corrections taught me that, unfortunately, my personal experience is not unique. The first time my nephew experienced the justice system as a young kid ultimately determined how the rest of his life would play out. His experience is an all too familiar story. First, he had negative situations at home with his biological mom, which influenced his emotional state. Second, he acted out due to not having the support he needed to process his trauma. And third, he got involved with the justice system, still didn't receive the support he needed. Fourth, repeat step 3 into adulthood. As research could have predicted, my nephew has come to living a life in and out of the criminal justice system. That's how easy it is for Colorado to manufacture adult criminals. Unfortunately, this isn't just a one-off personal experience. I served in my community as a law enforcement officer for 10 years. I can say that my nephew's story is the experience for a majority of young people who were swallowed up by the system. During this time, I saw countless individuals who were incarcerated and had many previous incidents with the justice system, even as a young kid. The rap sheet of adult criminals, their arrest history, nearly always show the first time they were involved in the system was as a young kid. I agree we have a public safety problem and something drastic has to happen. But what are we doing now, in particular for kids 10, 11, and 12? It's not working. Once a kid gets wrapped up in the system, they are in and out of the revolving door of criminality, most likely for the rest of their life. In fact, young kids are 11 times more likely to be arrested by the age of 20 if they have contact with the justice system. Getting put on probation makes them 12 times more likely to commit more crimes. A staggering 2/3 of kids who go through the justice system recidivate within 3 years. These statistics are alarming and should be a wake-up call for all of us. On average, about 1,000 kids aged 10 to 12 are arrested each year. Just 4 kids in the last decade have been committed for long-term detention. Over the course of the last decade, the status quo helped build future criminals by unnecessarily traumatizing 9,996 kids. Think about that. For just 4 kids, we're increasing the likelihood of those 9,996 children will offend in the future. Unfortunately, studies show those kids will continue to commit crimes at increasing severity levels in the existing system. That means more crimes and more victims. For just 4 kids, we are continuing to put our loved ones and constituents in harm's way, in danger of being victimized. This is a policy decision. It doesn't have to be this way. The status quo gives kids an education in crime instead of an education in becoming successful, hardworking men and women. Quickly, before I end, I want to share that I didn't come to this decision overnight. It was my nephew, many years in law enforcement, and ultimately my conservative values that led me here today. This bill is about preventing crime, making our communities safer, preserving the family core, expanding parental freedom, and giving young people the opportunity to grow into ethical, compassionate adults.